Guilty of crime.
Hello, everybody. What's up? I'm Jay with Guilty of Crime, and we're back, guys. Happy Monday. What's going on? Come on in, James McConnell. We're going to watch the presser today. They have not said anything about foul play just yet, but I also haven't had a chance to listen to the press conference. So, everybody, come on in. This is a very consuming case for me and probably yourselves, trying to catch all the pieces that happen in this puzzle of a case today. Amber Alert was issued for missing nonverbal 7-year-old boy Liam King. We're going to talk about who is Liam King. And if you haven't already got to this, it took some digging. Who are Liam's parents? What are they saying? Where are they? Why does this keep happening? Why do we keep getting a nonverbal or children that are autistic just walking away from their home and disappearing? Why does that keep happening? I ask you, is it the children that are doing that or the parents? Hence Sebastian Rogers, right? We've got Jack and Lily still have not been found. Summer Wells. Oh my goodness, so many cases, guys. This is literally a deep dive today because nobody had all the information in one place. I'll tell you, all damn day long, I've been looking for answers for this little guy, Liam King. So yes, we're deep diving today as we always do. What's up? Good to see you guys. Yes, parents, absolutely. One common denominator, the parents. And the first thing the parents do is say, my child, it doesn't talk or isn't verbal or is autistic or ADHD. Wow, time and time again. Now, this guy we did not hear that he's autistic. However, we hear that he's nonverbal. And if you approach him fast, he might run. Or if you approach him at all, he might run. All right. So I'm going to say hello to everybody. Let you guys roll on in before I get down to it. Because every piece that we're laying down today is a piece that you'll need to know to continue this case. All right. There's a lot going on here. Many people don't even know what's up with the parents. I bet half of you here have no idea who the parents are. One of the parents gave a statement in Spanish, and the other one, we go back 4 years and read a statement from her that says, I need help parenting, although they do not call him autistic. I'm going to read the article and tell you about that today. So this little guy is missing. There's an Amber Alert, all right, that was scheduled. And as a matter of fact, one of the crime crew members sent it over to me yesterday and said, Jay, I need you to look at this case. There's a missing Amber Alert. I get on there, I look, I see Dolly. Dolly's playing it, JLR's playing it. Now, Dolly's on his way down to help search. This is in North Carolina. Although when I read the articles, many people are saying we don't want help searching. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a a rundown. This is the missing persons flyer. So if you have any news about Randolph County Sheriff's Office, send it to them. It's in North Carolina. This little 7-year-old's been missing since yesterday. Randolph County Sheriff's Office is asking the public's help in locating a 7-year-old boy who went missing yesterday, September 7th. 2025, he went missing in the area of Forest Hills Drive, which we're going to show you. He was wearing a Nike sweatshirt, a gray Nike sweatshirt with black sweatpants, blue Sonic socks, and tan shoes. According to police, he left the area on foot and suffers from cognitive impairments. He is nonverbal and may run away if approached. They also said that children that are not verbal and that have cognitive impairments seem to be headed towards the water. They're attracted to water. But when we look at the area, there's not much water, but there's lots of trees. So what's up, Cyber Warrior? How you doing? Sadie's mama, how you doing? Good to see you. Dandy, trying to remain hopeful. Now, this one I can say I'm hopeful on because it's been a little over 24 hours, and there's a possibility now. Well, this is day 2, but there's a possibility that this little guy is still alive and just wandered off. All right. My first question is, has he wandered away before? We did not hear that. We're going to get into all of it today, including the press conference that happened. So let's get into it. Let me tell you here, missing Liam King. You can see the pants that he was wearing when he left, the pants and the shirt. There's a copy up there, 7 years old, 3'5", 55 pounds, shoulder length hair, black, brown eyes. Many people thought he was a girl because of his hair being long and the way it is, but we're going to get into that. Light blue, black and gray Nike sweatshirt, gray Nike t-shirt, black sweatpants, blue Sonic socks, and tan shoes. I'm praying that he is found safe as well. But we got to get this out there. We got to get the media and social media looking at this case. Yesterday, there were only about 100 people searching, and there was nothing good that happened. We just hit 111. Say a prayer that Liam King is found, and let you guys come on in, hit that like button. Let's get in the algorithm. All right. Now, come on in, hit the like. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and get yourself a membership. If you have a membership and you have the means to gift them, I also put the super chat goal up so I don't have to remind anyone. It's there and you got it. You could do it or you could not. But they did say that, Dragonfly, in the news. As a matter of fact, people were asking and questioning if it was a female. Yes, lots of boys, especially little boys, parents like to grow their hair out. All right, I know that. And Mom, yes, this is actually the one time that I've caught a case fast enough that I feel like they could still find him alive. Very big prayers. And yes, Dolly is going down there right now. I saw Dolly leaving. I saw people donating to his fund for a hotel. All right. And I told them, I said, hey, just run one Dolly uncensored, do one Turtle Island and you'll get your money to get out there. But he's already out there, and hopefully we'll be able to catch some boots on the ground from Dolly. All right. But right now, Sin says comment to be entered in the algorithm to get prizes or gifted memberships. We gift memberships and we gift prizes all the time on my channel. So, all right, let's get into it. This is big on the screen, Miss Deborah Brush, Asheboro, North Carolina. Okay, if you guys didn't hear it, Asheboro, North Carolina, Liam King, nonverbal, went missing yesterday. The Amber Alert went out, okay? North Carolina, my friends. So we're just barely getting into it. I was waiting for everybody to roll on in so we could take a look at what is going down. All right, let me just do this real quick. I'm going to play one video just to get you guys in the groove, and then I'll read some articles and get a lot more into what's happening. But right now, we need to see what's happening. This is not the right one. I'm sorry. We're going to do the press conference, but we're not going to do it just yet. We're going to share the very first. Well, we're going to put this out. I follow Matt Thibodeau. He's been covering the Sebastian Rogers case, and lots of others. So just listen to this real quick. I feel like some of you guys aren't watching, but you're only listening, or you wouldn't ask me where the case is from, etc. So let me put this on real quick for you.
Is asking for the public's help in spreading the message about this 7-year-old boy being missing out of Asheboro, North Carolina. His name is Liam King, and he is said to be nonverbal with cognitive impairments. Liam was last seen yesterday, September 7, 2025, at his home in the area of Forest Hills Drive in Asheboro, North Carolina, shortly before 11 o'clock in the morning. It was said that he was outside playing. His family briefly left him unattended outside while they went inside. When they returned back outside, he was gone. The 911 call was placed shortly after 11 a.m. Several state and county agencies have been helping assist in locating 7-year-old Liam King. It's being reported that so far they've used K9 units, they've used highway patrol helicopters, teams on foot, ATVs, and utility vehicles.
So they're going hard on this, guys. They're going hard on this. Stay here. Some of you guys I know can't see from far, or you roll in late. This is one case that we can catch early. And guys, I have been literally, my mind, even though I've been at work all day, my mind has been on this little boy all morning, all day. I've been collecting evidence for you because I know you're going to say, Jay, who are his parents? And I can't tell you, the parents aren't even in this. We haven't seen them. It's another missing person where the parents just kind of walked away and aren't helping. All right. So I don't want to give you that news. I want to give you the full detail of what's going on in my mind today so you guys can get the word out. Clark, good to see you, my friend. I don't know, you turn away from a child that's pretty needy. Exactly. I don't know what's going on. Dolly's down there now. He's not online yet, but he will be back online. And if he is, let's just not put that in my stream until we get off. All right. I don't want to direct people to others' channel while I'm streaming live. All right. But he is on his way down. He might be there now. And we're going to get into all of that. All right. I'm going to give you all of it. Who he is, where he's from, what his parents are doing, everything you need to know, what they say, what happened, right? And who is Liam?
They are asking people to remain vigilant if you live in the area, but to not come out and search where authorities are searching. They are leaving that to designated search personnel. Search efforts thus far have focused on water areas, wooded sections, and open fields within a certain radius of the family's home. Unfortunately, search efforts thus far have yielded no leads and no information indicating where Liam actually is and where he could have headed. Right now, authorities are saying that they're pursuing all possible avenues, and there is no indication of an abduction or foul play at this time. I actually highlighted Forest Hills Drive right here on the map. As you can see, this is a very heavily wooded area. Liam is said to be 3 feet 5 inches, about 55 pounds.
Very, very heavily. I'm going to show you all this. I just thought for those of you that can't read the screen and you're driving or doing dishes, listen to him for a second because there's a lot of information I've had to put together for you guys to get this episode together. So I'm still kind of working and shifting. I had a full day at work, picked up baby guilty, and here I am. Barbie G, thank you so much for the 99-cent super sticker. Choo choo. Get on that train. Donate to the channel. It's going to go right back to all of you. Gifted memberships, prizes, etc. I promise you, I only put out there what I can, what it takes for the channel. Little Red, good to see you. Don't forget to hit that like, guys. Any child could wander away, needy or not, in my opinion. What parent hasn't taken their eyes off the child? My daughter used to play hide and seek. You're right, Dragon Lady, and I'm not going to fault the parents just yet, but I am saying, why do children keep disappearing? All right. I don't know why my channel just decided to start playing me. So let's finish this, and I'm going to read you, give you all the details, and then we're going to watch the press conference.
With shoulder-length black hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing a light blue, black, and gray Nike sweatshirt, a gray Nike t-shirt, black sweatpants, blue Sonic socks, as well as tan tennis shoes. So if you live in the area, check your cameras. If you see something or think you know something, please contact authorities immediately. I'll be sure to update you guys as information comes out about this case, so make sure to follow. This is
Absolutely. And that missing sign, that missing poster is also right here. And thank you so much, James McConnell, for the $1.99 super sticker. You guys rock. All right, let me tell you a little bit more about the case, my friends. All right. This is it's hot out there. Dolly is down there. I saw him on a live stream this morning collecting money for his hotel, and you guys are so awesome to do that. I wish I could do boots on the ground, but I got to work, guys. So this is the best I can do. Shout out Sadie's mama and Tony, Florida. Do they live in a subdivision? They absolutely do not. I'm going to get to that, and I'm going to show you all that right now. Okay, so he's missing. Let's put this up. Let me tell you about what happened quickly. 7-year-old nonverbal boy in Asheboro, North Carolina, went missing yesterday. All right. He is a nonverbal child with cognitive impairments who went missing on Sunday evening. Authorities issued an Amber Alert late Sunday and continued canvassing. I want to show you. I just want to put this up so you guys can follow along with me as I read this. I love to let you guys see how I put things together, etc. So Amber Alert was issued. They didn't call him autistic, but they said nonverbal. All right. So Sunday, September 7th in the afternoon, Liam King leaves his home in Forest Hills Drive on foot. Now, I'm going to show you guys. I promise I'm going to show you everything you need to know. I'm going to give you the wooded areas. I'm going to show you everything. So you guys can talk and chat, but I promise I'm going to give you all the information that I can possibly find. All right. That's him with the long hair. No, that's him with the long hair in one, and the other is not. So he has long hair in one, and the other you just can't tell. All right. So if you look here, you've got Randolph County Sheriff 5 hours ago said that they're using every resource to find this little boy. It includes many law enforcement partners, state, local, who have been searching on the ground and in the air since they received the Amber Alert. They're going to continue to conduct extensive searches and interviews. Therefore, you will continue to notice enhanced law enforcement presence in the area to ensure the integrity of tracking efforts currently underway. We ask you that no one enters the area this time unless you have been sent out to a command post. Even a well-intentioned movement could compromise valuable tracks, guys. That includes you, Dolly, and JLR. Thank you for the understanding and support. Every second counts when a child's missing, especially after a chilly night they just had. You guys got to remember, it was nighttime and it goes real low. No piece of information is too small or insignificant. If you have any information, call 911. There you go. There, little boy, you can see with his long hair, guys. But I also want to show you this Amber Alert, which I'm so grateful that the crime crew would send me this in my email, because I'm not in North Carolina and I don't get those. All right. It's not 2 kids, it's 1 child, Liam King. He is a boy. This was the Amber Alert that went out. Okay. It says exactly what it says. Liam King, white male, age 7, last seen wearing light blue, black, gray Nike sweatshirt, gray Nike t-shirt, black sweatpants, blue Sonic socks, and tan shoes. Liam left Forest Hills Drive on foot. He suffers from cognitive impairments and is nonverbal and may run if you approach him. All right. If you locate him, call 911. But let's get back to what the heck happened. All right. Let me take a look at everything. Let's put this up and you guys can see as I go. Yes, nonverbal. Another child that's nonverbal, ADD, ADHD. They didn't say that he has, that he's autistic though, guys. So thank you. And thank you, James. I do appreciate that. I really do. You're perfect with what you do. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you guys. I do appreciate feedback because that's the only thing that I know to do better. All right. So listen, timeline of events. Yesterday afternoon, Sunday, September 7th, he leaves on foot, 7:06 p.m. Randolph County deputies issue an Amber Alert. And that's crazy because the Amber Alert normally has to be, you have to have, if there's a car, did they get kidnapped? What the heck happened? And I don't see that in the Amber Alert, but we're going to keep going. Overnight into Monday, search teams include sheriff deputies and volunteers. All right. So we're still looking. We're still hopeful. They sweep local parks and wooded areas as well as residential streets. Now, this morning, Monday morning, ground search continues. Canine units, drones are deployed to expand. Family. Here's what they know about family. Authorities have not released the name of Leon's parents, but I'm about to. I'm about to give you the parents. I'm going to show you what they say. I'm going to show you that Liam's mom 4 years ago was overwhelmed with children and asking to get a break. Is that an indicator of what's to happen today? Thank you, Foxy, for the Guilty of Crime membership. Yes, the article that the mom was asking for help in 2021. Did she get fed up and do something with him? And I got to tell you, he looks like he's in the custody of his mom. Although they're not releasing it, I'm going to release that to you. Yes, DV is on the way to. Yes, I know that. I've been watching it and I appreciate you guys letting me know. All right. It's weird. How did they issue an Amber? Exactly. Where's my Amber Alert? I got an Amber Alert from one of the crime crew members. And it's wild because you guys, listen, it is in North Carolina. So what is it that North Carolina says? I see the Amber Alert, and you're right. There's no information. There's no car. There's no parent. There's no description. What is it different about North Carolina that would make them issue an Amber Alert without the description? All right. Some of these women pop out kids like it's popcorn, and that's why there's so many cases. You know, I got to tell you guys, I woke up this morning thinking, and I asked Tiff, if you're in chat, I said to Tiff, I don't really know. Well, actually, last night I was saying, I don't know what to cover this week. And then boom, I get this from one of the crime crew members. And then I start looking at other cases like Renzame, Utsi, and the Roblox Predator. And then I got all my cases for the week. All right, Jennifer Soup, thank you. Hit that like button, share with your community, please. All right, so this little guy, let me tell you, they didn't introduce the parents, but I'm going to show you how you can help stay out of the area. Please stay out of the area and do not approach him fastly. He may bolt or flee. If you spot anything, contact 911 ASAP. This is a life or death situation right now, guys. All right. All right. Let me tell you who Liam King is. Liam King, 3'5", 55 inches, 55 pounds, shoulder length, brown hair, long hair, suffers from cognitive impairments. All right. Nonverbal. They say he walked away at 7 p.m. on Sunday night, which is odd because at 7:06 p.m., they issued an Amber Alert. That was 6 minutes. How could this child go anywhere? And I ask you because he probably took off. He probably was playing already outside or doing something, and then there's no way that he's gone unless it's foul play, guys. They say there's no foul play, but they gave him 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Amber Alert was issued. How far can he go in 6 minutes? And what's up, McRappin Recovery? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, Teresa. Yeah, 6 minutes, guys. Now listen, who's Liam? 7, little guy, 55 pounds. He's more than being nonverbal, okay? He obviously at the age where he likes to play. He's probably a little bit, needs a lot more attention, a little bit. If they, maybe don't send him to school, maybe he's homeschooled. We don't know exactly that just yet. But we need to talk about who he is. And his father speaking out. His father spoke out today, but he said it in Spanish. So I don't know if anybody wants to kind of translate that yourself. But he says, please, if you see him, don't hesitate to call 911. We continue looking for him and the pair of pants and sweater. So here it is right there. I'm going to put it up real quick. All right, let's put this up. This is in Spanish. If you guys want to take a look at it, you can. All right. So let me pop this up. Amber Alert issued, and we're going to just completely get into all of this. All right. Stop screen and let me get you onto this article. There's a lot in this case, guys. You say you feel good about the case. You agree. Oh, you don't feel good. Less than a mile if running. Okay, now I just imagine this little guy was not running. All right. And Stacy, you ask where this is. It's in North Carolina, Northborough, Carolina. All right. Another North Carolina, another case over and over and over, it seems. All right. This is little guy, Amber Alert issued. What do they say about him? It's in Asheboro, North Carolina. The Randolph County Sheriff's Office is seeking your help and my help. All right. We've already heard over and over 7 years old, nonverbal, what he's wearing. Look out for him. He just seemed to walk away. All right. Let's take a look at this. I don't want to really see this article, but they just keep saying over and over, he's nonverbal and cognitively. All right, let's take a look.
Died at the age of 83. McNeil helps.
Wait, what is this? No, this is not there. They're like, where'd he go? Okay, so anyway, I thought this was going to be Liam's whereabouts. Urged to call 911. All right, there's actually not a lot about him, which is wild. I did a lot of digging today to find out what was happening with him. And I tell you, it was not that easy. All right, here we go. So here's a good article. Here's their News 12. This has a good one. Randolph County deputies ask for the public's help. Let's see if I can.
Sissy, do you know what's wrong with it? I don't know.
Sorry about that, guys.
Call Barbara here.
Let me get this without this. They're pleading for your help, and then I'll let you know about the article and everything else. Randolph County asks for your help, but at the same time, guys, they ask that you don't step on areas or try to go with the official search members. You know, don't get in their way is what they're asking. All leads could lead to him.
And what I'll do is just do a short...
Okay, I'm not going to do this yet. I'm going to give that to you guys in a little bit. Let's look at this first. I have this. All right, deputies in Randolph County are asking for your help. And here's the first one. Let's hope it's not a... Okay, let's go.
Hey, Triad, does your weekend include this?
What is
or
up
this?
with there?
It does now.
What is up with... I'll wait for it to come on. All right, listen. On Monday morning, there was still an active scene, okay? Deputies said they received a report at 11 a.m. Oh, wow. So it was 11 a.m. on Sunday, guys. Let's listen here.
In Asheboro for a 7-year-old boy who has autism and is nonverbal.
Now they're saying
Loved
here.
ones first reported Liam.
Okay, so guys, they are saying he has autism and nonverbal. Now, this is the first news article or news clip that I've actually heard them say that he is nonverbal and autistic. So let's continue with this and see what they say, what else they have. I had not heard this one. Let's go back a little without that ad.
Away in Asheboro for a 7-year-old boy who has autism and is nonverbal.
Loved ones first reported Liam King missing on Sunday morning. Crews are focusing their efforts heavily right now in a pond in that area. WXI 12 Sarah Sowers joins us live from Randolph County tonight.
And Sarah, what are they doing right now to try to find this little boy? I know we mentioned he's fascinated by water earlier today, and that's why Kenny mentioned the pond and the attention on that pond.
Dang.
Yeah, that's right, Christine, Kenny. The sheriff tells us that they are exhausting every means necessary right now in order to bring 7-year-old.
And you guys, this wooded area that I'm going to show you again, buckle up. You say I can back that up? Huh. Okay. You guys are talking about, we're talking about Amber Alert for 7-year-old Liam King, whether he got that from, autism, and we're questioning about vaccines. Let's not get political unless you guys are going to be nice about it. Let's not have a debate. I really don't even know that he's been diagnosed with autism. I haven't heard the family say that. You're all good, Lady for Justice. I just don't want people getting upset. We only have 215 people in here, and I really want to focus on this little boy that could be found alive if we do the right things. If you see him, don't hesitate to notify 911 and continue looking for him. I'm going to show you a post from his dad after this so you guys can see what I'm talking about, who his dad is. and who his mom is too.
Liam King back home. The sheriff tells us that they're even pumping out a pond as we speak in the area where they think he might have gone missing. Right now, investigators don't believe that he was abducted. They tell us that the boy has autism and is nonverbal, and he likes to run away when he's approached. He was last seen along Forest Hills Drive and reported missing by a family member around 11 a.m. Sunday. He was last seen wearing a light blue, black, and gray sweatshirt, a gray Nike t-shirt, black sweatpants, blue Sonic socks, and tan sneakers. He's 3'5" and weighs 55 pounds. He has shoulder-length dark hair and brown eyes. The sheriff says the use of heat drones and helicopters has not been successful so far because of the thick tree canopy of the search area. Teams of 25 to 50 volunteers and law enforcement officers have been on the ground searching the wooded area in grids, and fresh crews will continue to do so tonight. They've even been playing cartoons and music that Liam likes, but that has been unsuccessful. The sheriff says that their next steps tonight include the draining of a quarter-acre sized pond because Liam is fascinated with water. This could take another 10 to 12 hours. Crews are also retracing their steps in the areas that they've already searched.
We can't hit.
I don't know why my internet's being wonky like that, but I really want to show you this, and they're going to continue the search is what they're saying. So let me get out of this. I don't want to completely back out of all of this because this is not working right now. Dang it. All right. So you guys know they're still looking. I'm going to show you the presser, but before you get into that, I want to show you who his parents are. This is in North Carolina, guys. There looks like he has some siblings or a sibling. That is him on his dad's Facebook. His name is let me look at this. It's Jose Luis Reyes. And I also found his mother, which sadly has a rap sheet, guys. Not only did she have a rap sheet, but in 2021, she complained about or asked for parents needing a break. All right. Now, I do know the mother and father are not together. It seems to be that he lives with the mother, not the father, but the father is being more outspoken about this. Okay. And if they find that child, if they're in the right place for that pond, obviously he's no longer alive. Okay. So this is the Facebook of his father. I'm going to tell you right here, Jose Luis Reyes. That is him. All right. Now take a look. Jose Luis says, please, and he says this in Spanish originally, please, if you don't hesitate and call 911 directly, that's how they translate it. We're still looking for that pair of pants and a sweater. Okay, so this is on his dad's Facebook. Then I'm going to show you his mom's article and read it to you next. So you know who Liam is and you know who his parents are and what's happening here. Right? That's the pair that they're looking for. That's what he was wearing. That's him. All right. Let me zoom in a little bit. This is his dad's. That's his father, Jose Luis Reyes. All right. Mother and father are not together. His mom is using a different name, although I think at one point she had the same. They have King. His name is Liam King, and mom is also, I think it's Victoria or King or something like that. And yes, another child gone missing when I had children at home, the doors, alarms, alerts. Yet here's the problem, Calgal. I don't think that these children are just walking off and going missing and disappearing. I think there's a correlation with the parents or caretakers and the children. All right. We're waiting for more details to be released. But as we do it, well, on the Tira is not in that area. It's in North Carolina, but Dolly's going out there. He's on his way if he's not there already. Right. This is his father, Jose Luis Reyes. And let me show you his Facebook page. That's the only statement that he's made the entire time. All right. But you can see clearly that there's pictures of him with his son, and it looks like he takes pride in him, but pictures, fake book, right? Fake book. We don't know much about fake book. People can portray whatever they want, whoever they want. Now, his mom's name is Brenda King, and what sucks is that she has a rap sheet, and like I said, she's been asking about getting help for a while. What's up, Sharon? Good to see you. Come on in, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, get a membership if you can, and keep on chatting, guys. All right. Now you see his mother or his father. I'm gonna show you a few more things here. You can see this little guy's got probably a sibling. They haven't released much information yet. There's his father. Fake book, you never know, but there they are. There's supposed to be a vigil at 7, which would be, I think, happening now, but we're not there yet. All right. So there's his dad, guys, Jose Luis Reyes. He's made one statement thus far. All right. So now you know there's his father, and I couldn't find a link to his mother's page. So I just couldn't find a link. So let me do this. Let me do this. I'm going to put something up for you, and then I'll go to his mom next. All right. I got the search underway here. I don't know if this was what I showed you. Hold on. Let me see. Is this the search that's going over? Yeah, there's a lot in this case. Let me just put this out there real quick while I help baby guilty. Hopefully it only takes 2 seconds because. Okay, hold on.
Breaking right now at 11, a desperate search to find a missing 7-year-old boy. About 100 people have been looking across Asheboro since Liam King went missing just after 5 o'clock tonight. Liam is nonverbal and was last seen in the area of Forest Hills Drive. That's where our WFO News 2's Lauren Tier is live right now.
Okay, I'm going to show you his mom next. I just needed to help baby guilty. Take a look, guys. You guys are, everybody's kind of a little bit rolling in here and a little confused on to where the heck it is. All right, there it is right there. There's a map, Greensboro, and then you got Forest Hills Drive in Asheboro. It's a heavily wooded place. If he is lost and out there, they will find him. If there's something nefarious, they might not find him for a while. That's what we're trying to figure out, Diana. Many of you don't even know who his father or mother are. There's only one statement given. So these are all perfectly good questions that we don't know yet. All right. And yeah, we're looking into the parents right now. That's what we're doing, guys. All right.
It is a heavily wooded area, and there's not good cell phone service, which is making the search even harder.
And
well, Ben, it's obviously dark out now, and it has been for hours, but that certainly has not stopped the search for 7-year-old Liam King. In fact, people have.
And you can see this was last night, guys. They got generators, RVs, ATVs, and we pray that Liam's found safe, and we pray that people go out there and do not disturb the area. If they're going to find him, we don't want it disturbed. If it's a criminal case, we don't want to lose evidence, okay? They just said its cell phone service is bad and they're having trouble with the search because of that. Yes, if this little guy's alive, I'm sure he's terrified. And guys, if you approach him, he might run away. That's going to terrify him even further.
Been out here searching in the wooded area surrounding where he went missing since about 11 o'clock this morning. So far, both county agencies from Randolph and Chatham counties, as well as state agencies, have responded to help here. This includes fire departments, EMS, sheriff's office deputies, highway patrol officers, North Carolina wildlife, emergency management offices, and yes, there's even more. North Carolina probation and parole has also responded.
Now listen, guys, it has been a full day, but right now I'm going to say a huge prayer that we find Liam alive and undisturbed. Now, it has been a full night, but we just saw a case last month where the little girl was missing for 3 days and she was younger and she was okay. So let's have a little bit of hope that he's been gone for less than 2 days. I'm sure he's hungry. I'm sure he was cold last night, hot today, but I'm really going to put out huge prayers before I jump the gun and say that something happened to him. Okay. I'm going to show you the mom next, and you guys might think something different. They did not. Here's the problem, guys. This little boy went missing. They say 11 o'clock in the afternoon or in the morning yesterday. And listen, yes, little Claire Bell. Thank you, PGH. Listen, check this out. We do not know the last time that mom saw him. We do not have a timeline other than 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. All right. So That's what we're going to get to. And then I'm going to tell you everything they know.
As well as North Carolina Department of Corrections. Randolph County Chief Deputy Stephen Nunn's canine also searched in the surrounding area, as well as team on foot and four-wheelers. And for hours earlier, when it was still light outside, there were highway patrol helicopters flying around. Nunn said
What is up with Liam I'm sorry, I don't know why this internet is acting like this.
Outside this morning alone for a matter of minutes when he disappeared.
They went inside. When they came back out, he was gone. So we're starting from scratch. We have no direction of travel or anything like that.
So you hear that they're literally starting from scratch, folks. They don't know what direction he traveled. They don't know any of that, where he came from. And I wish I even knew whose house they're looking at. They haven't said any of that. They're showing an aerial view of the woods, and they haven't, from what I hear, he went missing and the parents scattered. You don't see the parents out there searching, do you? You don't see them on the news, or you don't see them with them. They've only made one statement, and it was on his freaking Facebook. No, he wasn't at camp.
We're searching a 360-degree area around the home and outward.
This is the little guy. He's
nonverbal and autistic. He was last seen wearing a light blue, black, and gray Nike sweatshirt, a gray Nike t-shirt, black sweatpants, blue Sonic socks, and tan tennis shoes. He has shoulder-length brown hair and is about 3 feet 5 inches tall. As of right now, they do not suspect any kidnapping or foul play. If you see him, call 911. Do not try to approach because he might run off.
Now, from what it sounds like, folks, it does sound like they know him to run off, and there's a possibility that's happened before. I haven't heard much, but the parents aren't speaking. They kind of just dipped. I don't know why they're not speaking, but what I'm going to show you now is, where is it? Hold on. I want to show you the mom. I'm going to show you the mom has a criminal history, which is not good. And thank you to Dolly for that. Not Dolly, I'm sorry, JLR. There's Brenda King, his mother. Now look, yeah, none of us will know anything until he's found. But listen, I do have a press conference. It's only about 16 minutes, and it's going to give you all the information that police have thus far. All right, there is his mom, Brenda King. She has an arrest record. I'm going to pull something up and read it for you. All right. What do you mean you're not saying anything? What? I wonder if someone might have picked him up thinking he was a little girl, or the mom did something. I don't know. He's 7 years old. She is not that young, but in 2021, she was pretty young. He looks a lot like his mother. Yes. All right. What's up, Kel? Good to see you guys. Hit that like button. All right. She has a criminal record. That is her arrests.org, my friends. Okay. So let's look through some of this. This is Brenda Victoria. I'm going to put this up. This came from her Facebook, social media in 2021. All right. Guilty of what? I think. Oh, yeah. I hope it is a little boy, guys. It's a little boy, and he just has long hair. Yes. But look at what his mom said. Let me read this to you guys. Listen, November 7, 2021. His mom's name is Brenda Victoria. And I just showed you she has a criminal record. Okay. Parents be weird. Listen, she says to all the dads, husband, and supporters out there, when a mom says she needs a break, it's a cry for help. A direct cry for help that tends to either go unnoticed, ignored, or completely misinterpreted. I want to make it crystal clear for those that understand what a mother needs from a break. You see, I'm a toddler mom to 2 under 4 to add to the overall mom, and I also work from home, and I don't have a village to support me. I do have a babysitter. Wait, I don't have a babysitter, daycare, or backup plan. I'm not a woman with a tribe of friends, and I don't go on girls' weekends. Like many moms, my days are 98% filled with children, leaving measly 2% for myself. Even that's a stretch, guys. I often find myself wondering how moms do it. While I know that none of us are perfect, I sure as hell feel like I'm missing something. I'm a mom who is often overwhelmed and stressed to the max. Look at my life. It seems pretty simple and easy. So why do I feel like I can't handle the simplicities of motherhood? Maybe it's my anxiety. Maybe it's a stay-at-home mom depression. Could it be my mental health? Huge red flags, my friends. All right. This continues. However, a break for this mom just means spending time with my family, watching TV without stopping every 5 minutes to change diapers, make a snack, pour a drink, or fix a toy. Many times, a break means enjoying life's little moments without being exhausted that I can barely think. It means caring for my children with a little bit of help so I can really appreciate the sweet little things they do. When I ask for a break, I don't want a time limit to do what I need to do. You can tell she's upset and somebody said something. I want to sit together with my family and feel a sense of peace and relief. I want happiness, positivity, patience, and understanding. I do not want to be asked to help with something or feel guilty for not offering. In fact, I need a break from mom guilt, but that's another story. Sometimes a break is exactly what it sounds like. And don't be mistaken, a break can really just be a few untimed, uninterrupted hours of sleep, shopping alone, lunch with a friend, or good pampering. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it has depths that can only be understood if you take the time to ask. So when we say I need a break, it's because we're about to break. You guys hear that? So when I see about to break, it means we're going to break. Supporters, let's not take the words lightly. Moms need these breaks. You guys see this? Do you see this? And you know what? I am a freaking mother that doesn't say I need a break, but we all do. But that sounds to me like there's some postpartum. It looks like there's 4 children or 2 children under 4. It looks like she's having a breakdown there. Right now, we know she has a record, guys. All right. And she just told us she has 2 children under the age of 4. All right. Now, listen, and maybe it was, but she just said, yeah, you guys see that, it's your rest record. All right, now let me finish this, and then I've showed you the mom, I've showed you the dad. Let me finish reading this. Next time Mama Bear say she needs a break, please be genuinely supportive of her. Ask her what she needs, lift some burdens, have a good attitude, put her feelings before yours, do a little something, show her kindness and understanding, let her vent without judgment or defense. Moms deserve this. They deserve to feel human again. I've just, in my opinion, I feel human by having a kid. My daughter's my joy, but what do I know? It does sound like she snapped. Absolutely. That's her, Brenda King. She goes by Brenda. I think she goes by Brenda Victoria on the net and on her Facebook. So she has 2 different things going on there. That's her arrest record there, and then she's got her Facebook. All right, so now we know who the mother and the father are. All right, let me take a look at this a little bit and show you. I think I already showed you this one. Hold on. Search for nonverbal boy continues. Missing Sunday, continued Monday. Let's see what they got. All right, search ongoing. And yeah, it's weird. You know, it's the weirdest thing that they don't have. Hold on. It's the weirdest thing that they do not have. There's an Amber Alert, guys, but they don't have any of the stuff in it. 7-year-old went out to see the forest and he can't hear. Wow. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. Let me show you something. There's a couple, like, we haven't heard a lot about this case. They haven't released a lot. The biggest release was in the presser, but I got this little missing child, North Carolina, Daphne's case is pretty good. And it talks a little bit about the area and about another. Hold on. There's actually a lot on X. It started on X, which is really good, but you got to do your research to get here. All right, so let's listen to this and take a look. What the heck happened?
Internet friends, today I will be talking about 7-year-old Liam A. King.
I don't know.
He is missing now for over 24 hours. He was seen in the area of Forest Hills Drive in Asheboro, North Carolina. Now, There hasn't been anything out from the parents that I've seen, but I did find
there is now. We've got the parents. They've only made, the father's made one statement and he's pleading to the public. The mom hasn't done anything. Catman Lover says 11 a.m. was just a made up time. The parents have not helped in the search one split second. If your kid magically goes missing, you would be flipping out and searching nonstop without sleep. And that's why we're looking at the mom, especially. All right. We absolutely are. Absolutely looking at the parents. Yeah, why was he in a sweater? He probably went missing the night before. That's why.
Something from a nursery that watched him a few years ago. I'll show you that in just a moment. But
which is interesting because mom does say she doesn't have sitters, she doesn't have care, but maybe after that post she got it, because that was in 2021 and this little guy's 7. So maybe after, when she pled, maybe they did something. Now, I don't have the charges. I think they're probably DRUG charges, but I just know that she has an arrest record. Nothing extensive, or I would know about
Liam is non-verbal, and they said that he left around 11 a.m. in the morning, which is odd. So this woman posted that she used to work at a place called Drop-A-Tot, and she knows this child. But when I look up Drop-A-Tot, it's permanently closed. So there's really no information about that. So it's just not open anymore. But let's take a look at the area surrounding where Liam lived. So right here, it's about...
So this is where it's going to show you now where he lived, and you can see the thick brush. Now they are looking in a pond, and if they drain that pond and find him, that will lead us. But I wanted to say that I have heard the parents lost a child and just threw their hands up. There's only been one statement, and people are looking at the mother. All right. So she would rather hurt the child than give him over to someone. Isn't that everybody, Jessica, nowadays? Isn't that everyone? All right. All I need is Jesus and coffee. Guilty of crime. I live less than 3 miles from where he went missing. I talked to the deputy sheriff at 6 in person. All I need is Jesus and coffee. Tell me what the sheriff said, please. I'd love to know. Shout out to Lynn from Vermont and Chloe. What's up, Chloe? All these new people here. You guys, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, all right?
95 miles east of Charlotte, northeast of Charlotte. This is the road that Liam went missing from, Forest Hills Drive.
Listen, guys, this would be a tough walk for me, and I have no health issues. Not really. I've got asthma a little bit, but I don't have any issues. I could run, I could jog, I could exercise, I can do all of that. But look at that area. That area is heavily wooded. And could you imagine a 7-year-old? Look at the house. He left from there. You can see the houses. It's either the one that goes way back or the one that with either the one all the way on top or the bottom, which we're going to look at now. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate you. I hope he's home soon, guys. We're actively watching this case as it unfolds.
It's pretty rural out there.
Okay. So there it is, guys. That's the house up here, and that's where they say he went missing. That's a long walk just to get to the street.
Just like a lot of these cases where these children just so happily run off. And it's so odd that they seem to go missing around 10 or 11 a.m. in the morning. But I don't know. It's just something I noticed. But what do you guys think about this? Parents haven't spoken out that I've seen. I mean, I've searched everywhere. I can't find anything from the parents. There's no statement or anything. I'm sorry. If my child was missing, I would be out there screaming.
Well, we know who the parents are now. And guess what? Everybody that's involved in this case, do something, look them up. Let's help out with what we can do, what we can think. Lynn, thank you so much. You guys thank Lynn for the Guilty of Crime membership that she gifted. We've got 5. We got a membership and super chats. We got 5 more to get to our goal today, guys. All right. If you can help out, that'd be awesome. If not, it's all good. People need to stop living in the middle of nowhere. You say, hey, that was it. Hey, if you're going to live in the middle of nowhere, fine, but keep track of your children. I have a feeling that something nefarious happened, guys.
Screaming everywhere. Where's my kid? Where's my kid? Watch this video.
New tonight, law enforcement just outside our area is looking for a young child with disabilities. The Randolph County Sheriff's Office, that's just next to Moore County, says a nonverbal 7-year-old wandered off today. This right here, this is a picture of Liam King. Your phone may have sent you an alert about his disappearance. He was last seen in Asheboro wearing a light blue and black hoodie along with black sweatpants. Deputies say he might run off if you try to approach him. Call 911 if you see him.
Especially a special needs child is missing. You know, there's a lot of urgency there. We've had people from all over the state, you know, as far away as Raleigh.
Yeah, people, I mean, Dolly's on his way if he's not there now. And all I need is Jesus and coffee. And True Crime says, okay, you talk to a sheriff and he says the mom allegedly wasn't home, but 100% it wasn't the dad who could have done anything. That's crazy. Then what the heck happened? So far, it's like a Sebastian Rogers case where he walked out and disappeared. That's what I'm getting. And no culpability is pointed at the parents. I'm not buying that. Attentive, concerned parents live out in BFE, usually take precautions and use, especially when someone's nonverbal, right? I think they do. I think a lot of them do, so that they're off grid. Yeah, that they said that she wasn't home, which is interesting. If she worked from home, she was home. Sorry, right?
That's offered our resources to us to respond and help. And, you know, we have, if we exhaust what we have out here now, or obviously at some point they'll need a break, we have plenty of more resources we can bring in to continue the search.
So this is supposed to be, he walked away from his parents' house, Dragonfly. We're gonna please stay here because we're gonna listen to the press conference next, and you're gonna not be confused about anything. There is no confusion. He walked away from mom and dad's. They say mom wasn't home, and the dad made one statement. It's just like a Sebastian Rogers case again. He walked away from his home and disappeared. That's all you need to know right now, but we're getting there. And we absolutely have 314 people in here, not 116, guys. We got a full house.
So not much information really, other than they're searching for him. What do you guys think about this? I want to hear your thoughts below in the comments.
All right, so we're done with that. Just so you guys know, search teams, helicopters, ATVs, a lot of people are out searching for him. The press may help you. The press are next. You ask them if they suspected abduction, and he said not in that neighborhood. There wasn't traffic at 11:11 on Sunday morning. And guys, we think that Sunday time is BS. All right, so we're gonna get all official stuff as we go. Thank you. What's up, KCC? Good to see you, my friend. Pam Todd says, if I had a special needs child, I think I'd watch them a bit closer to a normal child. Just saying. Right. Yeah, there's more kids missing, but there's also a lot more news coverage, and it starts many times on Facebook and X. I'm gonna come over to X real quick. Ooh, that's a big J from Guilty of Crime there. I'm right in your face. I hope you didn't have me on the TV. Okay, look, so I went on to X. I looked this little guy up, and a lot of people are watching. This was 4 hours ago. Nonverbal child with cognitive impairments. All right. And they give you near Forest Hill Drive. They don't give you the actual address. All right. So little Liam was last seen. You see the same thing, wearing hot clothes. Supposed to be in the morning. There's his little it says he may run, don't approach him. And then we get down here, nonverbal, endangered. Jennifer Coffendorfer says, and you remember Jen Coffendorfer, we had her on my channel before. She's ex-FBI, and she also covers the Sebastian Rogers case, all right? Thank you, PGH, for getting closer to that goal. We only need 4 more. Thank you. Praying for Liam. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, PGH. I appreciate you. FBI is now working on it, guys, but also they are on it. And Jen Coffendorfer's ex-FBI, she says that law enforcement is saying it's a search and rescue mission. Listen, guys, close. No volunteers wanted near where law enforcement is looking for him because they don't want to disturb the evidence, disrupted. It may be needed later. So if it's not a kidnapping, then it's going to be a crime scene. Now, Liam's attracted to the water. They're looking at a pond where they'll pump all the water out and they'll let us know. Liam was visiting the home. Okay, listen, guys, here it is. Liam was visiting the home of a family member. He did not go missing from his home, right? So this is important. Come back, guys, come back. Liam was missing. He was at a family member's house when he went missing. FBI is on it now, and they don't think it was an abduction. He wasn't at his home. It was a family member's house, all right? So, yes. Wait, what? All right. Thank you to Jen Coffendorfer. I like her. I have synergy with her. I don't care what anyone says. Right? Liam's attracted to water. They're dumping the pond. Listen, Liam was at the home of a family member. He did not go missing from home. There are snakes, coyotes, and deer where Liam went missing, but believes the animals would have been spooked by him. 11 a.m. yesterday is when he was reported missing. Liam is high functioning and can move quickly. All right. Liam may hide. Liam is nonverbal. Law enforcement has played music and cartoons, but it's been unsuccessful. Law enforcement is helping from many counties. Law enforcement is getting into who and how this was reported, him missing. She says odd. Liam King, missing, autism. All right, there it is there. Thank you to Jennifer Coffendorfer. This is the case we're covering tomorrow, guys. So stay tuned. We're going to cover Renesmee Utsi. That's tomorrow. All right, this is the little guy today. And this is actually taking you right to this press conference that we're about to get into now. So that's perfect. All right, this little guy is missing. Suspicious. Parents aren't talking. At a family member's house, goes missing out in the thick of things, and there you are. All right, so we're going to get into the press conference, and it's going to fill you in on more. All right, thank you, Clark. Much love to you, my girl. I appreciate you. Lady for Justice, for being a member for 9 months. Prayers for Liam. All right, there's this little guy. Don't forget, we're going to stay on this case. Please say a prayer that he's found. And now we're going to hear what officials have to say right now. All right. So all the questions that you're asking, we're going to, sure, that is from Twilight, isn't it? All right. Listen, this is official from law enforcement right now. This just happened a little while ago.
And what I'll do is just
Thank you.
Information kind of update.
We don't know any of that.
Since yesterday.
Listen up, guys.
And,
this is what.
There's not a lot of.
So as I was getting off of work, the press conference was finishing up. All right. I work from in the morning. We'll say I work like an 8 to 7:30 to 4 or something like that. All right. Can I still sit with y'all? Girl, Dark Willow, you're on our team. You're green, my friend. Absolutely. Welcome all the new folks here today. Thank you for being here. Continue to come back. We like all the new members, and we can't wait to see you in chat.
Updated information other than a lot of the people that have come up from other counties such as New Hanover, Brunswick. We've had a huge number of people throughout the state that have volunteered their time and resources to come up here and help us look for this little boy. And we're treating it as a missing young man in the woods. That's what we're still working on. We're looking at an area now where there's some water, a pond area, and we had the dive team there. We searched it. It was muddy on the bottom. So we decided we're going to drain it and continue to look in that area. And, all I ask is that all the neighbors in that area that have graciously come out and tried to help us, just don't come into the area where we are just quite yet, because it could disrupt evidence that.
And I do appreciate them saying that, but I got to tell you guys, that's not a good sign that they're draining a pond. Now, they didn't talk about how deep the pond is. Right now, this sheriff is going to tell you everything they want you to know. All right, what's up, woman warrior? I know this keeps happening. This got me really attracted to the case when I heard another little boy. They literally said another child goes missing and vanishes, and parents don't do a damn thing. That's literally what they said. I heard somebody saying another child gone, parents are quiet, they're not reaching out, they're not searching, they're doing nothing. Something's wrong. And yes, he's absolutely stumbling and choosing to say words. I think that this is a criminal investigation.
May be needed at a later date. And I hope that they do continue to look at their own property that they own and away from the general area where we're searching. But it is a search and rescue scenario as I speak, and it will remain that until we have any other evidence that depicts we should be doing other things.
Has the boy ever run away from home before, or is this?
All right, guys, so this is one of your number one questions. Well, there are two questions. Where did he go missing from? Now we know it was a family member's house, not his parents. And secondly, they're asking the question, has he ran away before? All right, pay attention what they say and pay attention what they don't say. Like I said, what attracted me to this case is that this little 7-year-old nonverbal boy went missing and may be in danger. An Amber Alert was issued without much details, and the parents aren't talking. You know how much work I had to do and JLR probably had to do to find out who the parents were? A lot. Shouldn't we know who the parents are? Shouldn't the parents be out there on the press conference or in the news saying, please bring my son back in English and Spanish, whatever language? Not a peep, guys, not a peep. Yeah, I would look in the trees. I think they are looking in the trees, and I think search teams are looking out there. It's thick brush, guys.
No, we have no. We spoke to the mother, and she stated that he hardly has ever ventured away.
So they spoke to the mother, but there's no official statement, and she's saying he never ventured away.
He is fascinated with water, and that is a common trait.
Now I got to tell you guys something. If we find that little boy in water, then this is a duper's delight kind of situation. Verbal leakage when the mother says that he hasn't ran away, but he's attracted to water. Maybe she's giving us verbal leakage, guys. You say mom's been there since last night. I am 2 minutes from here. ATV and hounds were brought today. So Ashes, you've seen the mom there since last night? I wonder why they're saying the parents haven't spoken out. That's interesting. See, you got Ashes that's in the area, and Ashes is saying that she's been there. I'm 2 minutes from there, which is interesting because they're giving mixed messages here.
In autism.
Thank you, by the way.
That's why the water is an important area right now to search, and hopefully we will not find him in the water. Hopefully we'll find him near the water. So we're still very optimistic, and we ask everyone to continue praying.
Sheriff, what does that process look like to empty the pond or body of water, as you were saying?
I don't know if he can swim, but you know, depending on what time of day he made it to the pond, you know, it's dark. He would be disoriented. Even if you were an excellent swimmer, you would still have some problems doing that.
Exactly.
The pond is a smaller pond, maybe 1/4 of an acre, and it will roughly take 10 to 12 hours to drain, and that's pumping the water out, and they're doing that as we speak. And we had to actually make a road.
So here's the problem, guys. When you have parents that are, number one, they're not in there, you don't see them. So unless you're there, like the person that just came up and said mom was there, and while they're searching, they don't say anything, don't make a statement, don't say bring my child home. We don't know much about much, right? So we're just speculating. But when a mom has a child that they know is either autistic or verbally doesn't speak verbally, and then you look back at this lady and you see she has an arrest record, and you see that she was like having a meltdown on a certain day, and she posted that. There's where I see bad things. And yes, they do have, they just said about the bad cell service, and I guess there's supposed to be a vigil tonight at 7, and Dolly's on his way. Yes, he is. I don't know who this guy is, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, USA, but some of my ladies might like Fort Lauderdale, Florida, USA. Look at that picture. That's for all of you guys. All the ladies. Yeah, it sounds like law enforcement is certain they'll find him in the pond. And it also sounds, Mel Raz got it. Mel, you got it. So, all right. Yeah, better late than never. I like to make you guys laugh in between. Fort Lauderdale, there you go. All right. That's not gross. I know many of you guys, many of you ladies like to see the eye candy. All right, there's absolutely no service, lots of filled trees and ponds, and that's why they're saying it's difficult. It is past 7, and I'm looking while we're watching this, guys.
Down to that pond so we could allow our vehicles with a pump to get to that location. So the logistics are very bad when it comes to thick brush. We've had helicopters, airplanes up in the air, and they're having trouble locating any thermal image at night or any vision of the ground due to the canopy of trees that are in the area. And at night, you know, the canopy, I feel like the thermal energy is not reaching the ground due to the leaves that are still on our trees. So,
can you confirm if the boy lives on Forest Hills Drive, or if he's just around the area?
No, he did not live there. He was visiting that residence, and he lived in the Asheboro area.
I'm hearing from neighbors that there's a lot of wildlife in that area, specifically snakes and coyotes. Can you confirm that? And is that an area of concern?
Yes, there's a lot of wildlife in that area, snakes.
Yeah, sometimes people don't get that memo, and this morning they didn't say that. This morning they said, well, we'd like help. We only have like 100 people looking, and that happens. I don't know where he's going to search, but I know that everyone paid for yes, I do. I will show you a map of the search area as soon as we're done here, okay? No problem, Shelly. I want to make sure you guys get everything you need.
Coyotes, deer, but you know, I think he'll be okay when it comes to if he's in that general area, because we were in the woods, you know, 2,500 feet around the initial scene, and any coyote or animal that was nearby would have been spooked. So we had a lot of people, over 100 people in the woods searching.
All right, and that didn't seem like enough. You're very late, but you're all good because we're getting into the nitty-gritty of things, and we're learning a lot. I'm going to show you the map after, straight up the map and straight up the thicket area. He did not live there. He was visiting a family member. We don't know which one. The parents have not spoke to they haven't spoke to the media. They haven't been on camera that we know of. And I told you who the mother and father was. It hasn't been released just yet. I don't know where the family members are, but if you guys are out there or you're close, please, please, please pay attention and give us any updates you have. I'm going to give you more updates after this now. This is giving us a lot of information, guys.
So,
Can you confirm when he was originally reported missing?
When he was reported.
The sheriff's office
we
started their search?
we received the call at 11, shortly after 11 a.m. yesterday.
You said he was at another residence when this happened. Was it family member's house?
He was visiting a house where a family member lived.
You said you wanted property owners to check around the area to check their property. What's that kind of geographical area where you're?
This is a farming area. You have farms down Pisgah Covered Bridge Road. You have farm ponds on these farms, and
they don't want people messing up their search efforts. Now, there's 333 people right now. Say a prayer that they find Liam. Either way, we want him to be brought home safe, guys. But I mean, if they bring him home, then we won't be looking for him over and over and over. All right. And they don't want searchers in the area that they're searching. I don't know any, I'm not local, so I can't tell you. I post the Amber Alert on Facebook, but I forgot the location. It's in North Carolina. What's it called? What's the borough? Something borough, North Carolina. I just let me look at it because I'm not from that area, guys. It's Asheboro, North Carolina. All right, let's keep going. I got more for you.
You know, we can't hit every pond right now.
Thank you.
We're going to hit the ones that are closer to the proximity, but this is a young man that I've been told can cover a lot of ground quickly. And he's very smart, and he can be, one of those young men that will fool everybody that's looking for him. And we're not taking anything for granted. We're trying to be ahead of him and try to locate where he may be going. And right now that's in the area of water and other places in that area, such as homes. We've checked everything. So
damn, man.
The parameter of how far you have kind of searched.
All right, so listen, we're gonna get the parameter, and then I'm gonna show you after I've showed the area already. So if you need to catch up. You say Asheboro has many bodies of water, but when we look at the map of where he went missing, there was only one that was in the proximity. It was mostly trees. Mostly just lots of trees, heavy trees.
Number, and do you have any roads so that people in that area know that's their own area?
Well, if you look at air, we have searched numerous square miles in the air. We've had helicopters out yesterday, last night, today. We've had support from Highway Patrol, from Harnett County Sheriff's Office, from Brunswick County Sheriff's Office, and the SBI aircraft. So if you look at it that way, we've covered a huge mass of property, land in that area. And we've kind of defined the search in that general area with teams of 25 to 50. And they're going out doing a grid search, and a grid search is maybe being 5 feet apart and doing one area and then overlapping that area with another group.
Now, listen, guys, I think they're trying not to call it a criminal investigation because they don't know exactly what they have going on. I'm sure they know by now that the mother has a record. I'm sure they know by now some more details that they're not telling us. And the fact that the little guy, little Liam, was missing yesterday, and the mom says he's attracted to water, I'm not convinced that this is innocent. And me either. That's why I'm here. And you're welcome. Whoever gifted that membership, Lady TD, says thank you. Or tie-dye.
And if we may even start looking at some of the areas that have been checked in the past and go back and recheck.
I know.
So we're not going to leave any stone unturned.
Okay.
It's High Pines. It's High Pines Church Road, Pisgah Covered Bridge Road. You've got Bernie Road, Bernie Mill Road, and then Pisgah Road travels by the bridge.
Yeah,
So the news
he's
release
inside.
went out yesterday around like 5:15, but then the alert that everybody got on their phones went out about 6:57.
Mhm.
What's the delay usually there for that with that process?
Well, I
Yep.
can't really answer that. I know that we were gathering information. We were getting people in place to do a search. We had to verify that maybe a family member didn't come and pick up the child. So there's a lot of things that come into play there. We wanted to get that alert out as quickly as possible. We don't feel like this young man was abducted just yet, but I feel like he's lost and he may be confused. And in that case, he may just.
See, I don't know what it is that parents have told them, lost and confused since yesterday. That's not good news, guys. That's not good news at all. And we're going to look over the search area running bear so you can see the areas. I'm not familiar with that terrain, so I'm sure that body of water can mean ponds. It could be, I mean, if this little guy hurt himself and he's wandering around, you can drown in water that's not very high. All right. So this could be bad news. And thank you so much, Lady Tie-Dye, for the membership. Twin Mama says, I'm new here, but is she in jail? Twin Mama, welcome. Welcome to the crime crew. She is not in jail, but she has an arrest record. Right. And I did name both parents in this episode.
Just instead of walk and try to find someone, he may just sit down and hide. So you never know. And that's what we're treating it as is a person that could possibly cover a lot of distance and also a person that may not cover any distance.
Interesting.
Cognitive impairments. Is there any medication
Yep.
he takes?
Yep.
I don't have any answer for that. No.
Have you gotten from the parents anything? I spoke to a mother who also has a nonverbal child, and she says that approaching them, saying their name is not going to be what kind of brings them in. It's going to be for her child singing. Have you talked to the parents?
Yes, I've had contact with several.
All right, now listen. He's going to talk about the parents. He was visiting family members' house, and now we don't know. All right. So, and thank you, Barbie G, so much for the $10 Cash App. I pray he's safe too, Running Bear. I'm only here because I wanted to get the word out. Many people were not covering this except for local, and I wanted everybody to hear about this because it may just get bigger than this.
And try to find out what kind of music, what kind of cartoons young men likes, and play that as they're walking through the woods to get him to approach them. And we've had no luck at that.
How are they holding up?
Parents are, as you would expect, tore up, confused, hoping for the best. And she's been there, the mother's been there the entire night, entire day, and she's just hoping for the best.
Now listen, the mom's been out there, guys. They say the entire night and the entire day, but we haven't heard from her. There hasn't been a statement. They didn't even release her name. We just dug into it. I'm like, I need to figure out who the parents are because I know the crime crew is going to say, Jay, who's the parents? And I'm like, I gotta find it. So all day long, in the back of my mind, I've been looking to make sure that they're searching for this guy. Number one, number two, that he hadn't been found. And number three, who are this little guy's parents? Nanny, aka Frankie. Shout out to the new subscriber. Prayer for Liam. All right. Lily Polly said the good idea, though. The music and the cartoons. Yes. Yeah, you could dry drown. Absolutely, you can. I've had a friend, one of our very good, almost friend, like family members, had her granddaughter drown in just a couple of inches of water in a pool. She hit her head and she was riding her scooter, hit her head. The pool literally only had like 2 inches in it and she drowned. Okay, so that happens more than you guys know. All right, let's keep going.
Talk to us about people in the area who, might have an area they're like, hey, let me go check. But I know there's some discrepancy on whether people should go out and check their areas or if they're being told not to check their areas because of the scent issue, like, covering up the scent of their own.
The scent issue.
If there's a area in the county in that area that needs to be checked, we will eventually get to it. As I said before, we've checked a lot of these areas that have not been checked by man, by air, and we can see a lot, by the air in fields, open fields, pastures, and all that. We will eventually get in touch with these people and go and search all these areas. We're not going to quit until we find them, period. And, I've had kids, and now I've got grandkids, and I can't imagine.
And more news keeps coming out, guys. Thank you, Diane Balboa, for the $2 super sticker. They just released it just hours ago. The parents, and I'm going to show that to you. They're talking right now about Asheboro, North Carolina. A massive search effort is still underway in Randolph County for Liam King. I'm going to give you the official with the parents now being named and seeking help, guys. But I have a bad feeling about it. I still have a bad feeling. And thank you, Running Bear, for confirming that. I am not from this area, and I know nothing about the terrain, but I'm going to show you the terrain next.
What this family's going through. And, I just want to be there for them and provide every resource we have, not only in this county, but in the state of North Carolina, to help find this young man.
Yeah.
Where do you guys go from here? We have another night. Just thinking about 24 hours. He's hungry.
Yeah.
He's tired. He's, as you said, maybe confused. What does the rest of tonight's search look like?
Well, we're going to continue looking at the pond, and we have other plans of grid searches here in the coming hours, and we're trying to get as fresh of search party as we possibly can, because we wore probably 100 people out in the last day because they've had no.
And it doesn't seem like they're calling for people to come in outside of that. Truth Finder says, me too, Jay. I have a bad feeling about this case. Well, just wait until what I show you next.
So we're getting regrouped, and we've got a excellent Harnett County came up to run our command bus, so we can do what we need to do, and that's rest, get some sleep, and otherwise we wouldn't be thinking clearly. So they're doing something that is very important at this stage in the search.
They call it a search. He's being careful not to call it an investigation. He's being real careful with his words, so pay attention to that.
Can you confirm, was it the parents that were the ones that reported the child?
Thank you, Diane. I appreciate you.
I can't get into that. It was a family member, yes. And we once we received the call, we did everything possible we could to get there as quickly as possible and to start a search.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sherry.
Thank y'all.
All right, that's it. You're very welcome, Ashes. I'm going to show you something next, and I'm going to show you the search effort area so you guys can visualize it yet again. But let me show you what just came out hours ago that I'd missed. The first time I was digging so deep, I was like, I couldn't find it. There it is, guys. Asheboro, North Carolina, massive search underway in Randolph County. Missing 7-year-old boy, Liam King, reported missing late Sunday morning after wandering away from a home on Forest Hill Drive. Now, the parents are there. According to Randolph County Sheriff's Office, deputies received the report approximately, a missing child report approximately 11 a.m. yesterday. All right. The parents are finally showed in this. The father of missing Liam King has been identified as Jose Luis Reyes, which I showed you earlier in the Facebook, who reportedly shared on Facebook that the family is in need of a pair of pants and a sweater. The family is in need of a pair of pants and a sweater as the search continues. Reyes works as a manager at a Mexican restaurant and is originally from Mexico. Liam's mother has now been identified, as I told you, as Brenda King or Brenda Victoria. She dropped the King, a resident also of Asheboro, North Carolina. I don't think these two are together anymore. As you can see here, He looks a lot like his mother. Look at the baby. This is him, Liam, and look at his mother. All right. This is channel 2 now. Randolph County seek public help and searching. But I wonder what the public help is, guys, because they just asked not to have public help. So I'm real curious as to what they're asking now. Interesting. I'm going to show you the terrain as well. Let me pull this down. It's interesting to I wonder what they're asking for. Hold on. I don't know where this is coming from. Hold on. Where's this music coming from? So weird. There's music coming and I can't find where it's coming from. So weird. Anyway, I don't know what the music was, man. I have no idea, but there it is. They put challenge on. I don't know. Someone put the name Channel 2. That's what it is. So Channel 2 is now asking for help, but I'm not sure what they're asking for. It says they're looking for Liam. It still continues. Liam is cognitive impairment.
Bailey Zimmerman.
There it is. I found the music. It's from a stupid ad. Sorry, guys. All right. Hundreds of officers and crews are looking. FBI have now been deployed in the search. Authorities are focusing on their particular attention on nearby ponds, streams, and other bodies of water. This was just hours ago. Sheriff Seabolt noted Liam is known to be fascinated with water, and then he's described as 3'5", 55 pounds. Jose Luis Ruiz works at a Mexican restaurant. His mother, Brenda Victoria King. Oh, there you go, guys. They're the parents together. Okay, listen. Court records indicate. Okay, guys, you guys. Now we're making some. We're making some progress. Hopefully, you guys can see this. Hold on, my mouse is being weird. Okay, there you go. Listen, you wanted to dance. I don't know, man. Those ads. Okay, look. Court records indicate that she has been convicted of larceny in 2016 and received a suspended prison sentence. Now you know, you guys saw the arrest.org. This is Liam King when he was 4 months old with his mother and father, Brenda and Louise, Brenda King and Jose Luis Reyes. It appears Brenda and Jose have been separated for numerous years. Okay, guys, there's a couple together coming from Channel 2. This was years ago. This is like 7 years ago. He was 4 months old. Say a prayer that this little guy gets found and he's safe. Okay? All right. To aid the search, listen, if you're going out there, deputies have been broadcasting music and television for Liam to enjoy and hope to bring him in. Sheriff had released a public statement Monday morning. I read that to you earlier about the extensive search. Thanks for your support. Focus is to find Liam as quick as possible. But they don't want people going in the area. I guess they're asking for help, but not in the area. Maybe just to spread the word. All right. Well, we got official word, and now we're going to take a look at the terrain. All right. Let's take a look. Share screen, JLR. We're just going to watch some of his where they show the maps and the search. All right. There you go. There you go. All right, there's the terrain, guys. Let me close some of these because it's skipping.
All right, again, missing juvenile, Liam King. On September 7, 2025, the Randolph County Sheriff's Office received a report of a missing juvenile, Liam A. King, 7 years old, in the area of Forest Hills Drive, Asheboro. He was last seen wearing a light blue, black, and gray Nike sweatshirt, a gray Nike t-shirt, black sweatpants, blue Sonic socks, and tan.
All right, well, we've gone through this. Let me take a look at. All right, here you go. Here's some of the efforts.
This child.
All right, listen.
All right, this is Google Maps. We take you to Forest Hills Drive. It's just south of Asheboro. Here's Asheboro, North Carolina. We'll pan it out so you can kind of get a perspective of what part of the state it's in. It looks like it's like literally in the central part of the state. little northeast of Charlotte, south of Green.
And then we'll look a little closer. It's heavily wooded, and apparently there's a lot of ponds and water. Yeah, JLR. I don't know if JLR went there. People are saying he went there. I know Dolly's on his way. I think he did because he's been breaking this news since yesterday.
Greensboro, and then south of Asheboro. This is called Randolph County, and Forest Hills Drive is just a looks like a one-way in, one-way out type of cul-de-sac street.
And we can certainly do a search on 2190 Forest Hill Drive and see what that looks like, right? I'll do a quick one too if they don't show exactly what I want. 2190 Forest Hill Drive. It gives you guys a better idea. That's the first time Forest Hill Drive in. They want me to look at San Jose, North Carolina. All right, let me play this and I'll do that at the same time.
It looks like eventually it goes to a dead end. So it's unclear, which house he disappeared from Forest Hills Drive. I was peeping out some of the other houses here. It looks like there's a lot of trailers, a lot of woods here. It connects to a place called Ridgeback Road, but that ends in a dead end. It all ends in a dead end.
It all ends in a dead end.
So there's only one way in and one way out of Forest.
And that's what I meant to tell you guys. There's only one way in and one way out. How is that possible? Where's my Deb Stearns at? Deb, come on in here. Monacuck says, Jay, YouTube's algorithm is busted. There's no way you have under 100,000 subscribers and have direct access to Mr. and Mrs. Stearns. Wait a minute. Is my algorithm busted, guys? Tell me it isn't so. Tell me the algorithm's not busted. I only have 27.3 thousand subscribers. How the heck do I have access to Mr. and Mrs. Stearns? All right, back to 2190 Forest Hills Drive, guys. One way in and one way out. That's it. What do you say? Did a helicopter come pick that little guy up? What is happening here? He does look older than Quentin Simon. He is older than Quentin Simon. He's 7 years old. I think the algorithm's busted, you guys. All right, let's keep looking at this. I'm going to look that up as well.
Hills Drive, and that is here. You go out Forest Hills, and then you get to what's called Pisgah Covered Bridge Road. Okay, so let's pin this right here and take a look. Let's take a look. All right, so this is Forest. This is the intersection here. The only one way in, one way out. Yep. Now, don't see any type of traffic lights or anything like that. So we're talking about a very remote situation, with lots of trees. So this is Forest Hills. So we're going to look in here a little bit and kind of just like look around to try to show you perspectives. Again, I've seen a lot of manufactured homes and type of trailers in the area.
Right.
Trying to pinpoint exactly who this child's parents are, parent, grandparents, who's raising.
Well, here's the thing. I got the Google map up and I'll look after. People from that area can tell you one way in, one way out. Other than that, it's those dense trees, guys. How would he get through the dense trees, and how could someone kidnap him through the dense trees? Yes, Jay, you broke the internet. I think I did. I think I broke the internet. Little old me.
This child, but the very first thing I notice is just the remoteness of the road here. Maybe somebody has a ring camera around here, neighbor or whatnot. Now, again, one of these homes could be the child's home where he was staying at, and it's possible the child wasn't staying at any of these homes, but the way they said it in the flyer, Forest Hills Drive, as if the child was staying around here. I mean, the 7-year-old wouldn't make his way to here from somewhere else. But here is, this is the area here. What's going on here? Where's this child? Where's this child now? Eventually, the road goes.
All right, there's Deb Stearns. Maybe trail cams out front, and that would be good if they could find the trail cams. That's Deb there. Deb, how did you find me in the algorithm if I have less than 100? less than 100,000. I don't know, but let's get in the algorithm for this little guy to get him back to his parents safely. If that's the case, guys, Luis, thank you. This case is something else, and it's unfolding very quickly. Clark says Jay's honest and kind. That's why the Stearns trust the community. We're very protective of the Stearns. Absolutely. Yeah, he's definitely not in the trees. You were number 6 to sign in. All right. And Chris says, Deb. We got Chris saying hi to Deb. Is that your Chris, Deb? All right, let's keep looking in the forest real quick.
Goes back and Google Maps. It ends.
Thank you.
It ends. You can see there's long driveways around here, but one thing that's concerning coming up on the Google Maps is I see like one body of water, because whenever we hear nonverbal, because that's what they're saying. They're saying the child has nonverbal cognitive, impairments, I think, of autism and things like that. I think body of water. I think, nonverbal children go towards bodies of water. Now, here it looks like some sort of creek bed, maybe on the side of the road, but I don't see any like ponds or lakes, around there. Now, it's supposed to be some sort of,
that's an interesting
yes, maybe
question.
a river here, or maybe here, something, because you could see it on the maps here. You can see there's something called the Reedy Creek. Reedy Creek. A lot of times kids go towards the creeks, right? The creeks. So maybe they were searching in there, maybe not. We'll continue to keep it moving, but it just kind of gives you perspective here of what we're dealing with here.
So.
Now, when I gather more information, which I will, we will try to understand a little bit about, who the parents are, or who this person was staying with. Are you getting any red?
And that's what we're waiting for, guys. Why was little Liam with them? Did she need a break and say, I need to have a babysitter? Let me send him to the families. And maybe they didn't keep an eye out for him. Maybe nothing nefarious did happen. But here's the problem, is that we keep getting time and time again, autistic children, nonverbal. This is JLR out there. JLR, I don't know if he's out there or not, but he's been covering this, and Dolly's out there, so it's JLR, and I think I put it in I'm pretty sure I put it in the description. If not, it's JLR.
Red flags here. Are you getting any red flags with the situation? You think a 7-year-old just wandered off? Well, I mean, it's happened numerous times with children with autism and other children end up just wandering off, and unfortunately are found nearby. So, but then we also seen miracles, right?
Yeah, we have. Absolutely
we've
have.
Experienced one in Hernando County area. JJ.
I have this map, but I want to see
amount of trees. Massive trees in this area, woods, trees.
So guess what, guys? This is all I was seeing when I first started covering this case, is that overview with the house and the dense trees. So I don't see like large bodies of water. Although, haven't you said that the kids, kids don't just disappear is the problem. That's why we're thinking that this is a criminal case. More likely than not, 9 times out of 10, guys, when a kid goes missing, and lately, last couple of years, autistic, ADHD, whatever the parents want to say, the child's already not alive. All right. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate you. I listen to Dolly. You guys are very good at what you do. Thank you. Melissa Johnson, good to see you, my friend. Jody, yes, heartbreaking. We're going to keep this as it unfolds. We're going to keep, and hopefully this little guy is found safe, guys.
So, did the child go out into the woods? Or is there something else going on here? As we learn more, trying to, understand this a little bit.
Look at that. Look at that. I mean,
you can see
where would he
homes
have gone?
go off the main road. A lot of homes tucked in there in the
they're
trees
way back
area.
There. All right, right there.
Very, very concerned here. But now this makes it even more challenging for law enforcement, because if they don't find the child, they got to probably search in all this woods in this general area for this little child. So let me zoom it out. This is what we're dealing with here. Scary stuff.
Yeah, to me that looks
hopefully
almost
this child
impossible.
is found. Hopefully brought something
Thank you,
to
Dark
the
Willow.
table here for you to understand, and we will stay on this.
Yeah, we're going to stay on this case. I'm going to show you the map real quick that I pulled up just so you guys get a better idea. Thank Dark Willow for the 5 guilty of crime memberships. I appreciate you. Welcome to the crime crew. What's up, Nina? How you doing? Very sad. Let me share this with you real quick, guys, so you get an idea. So you know the actual address is 2190 Forest Hills Drive. And you can see okay, Rose says, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. No bodies of water in the area is a good thing. And that's what I was saying from the get-go. I don't know this area, but take a look at 2190 Forest Hills in Northborough. You can see the house, and the house is tucked way back there on this. But then when you look on this part of the screen, guys, there are not a lot of houses. Where would he have gone? Yeah, Chief Rocka, good to see you, my friend. He always tells us how he feels. All right, take a look at this 2190. There's one house here, guys. If you were to look at my house, there's, 20 houses on one block. And you look here on Forest Hill Drive, you back up, and there's one house. One house. Look at this. You got one house. Hold on, let me zoom. Come on, zoom in. You've got one little plot. Another plot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, 10. I mean, you've got 20 within miles of that radius. So, I mean, him going to someone else's house almost seems wild, right? And there's Forest Hill. That's a long road. Let's take a look here. So that's a house, guys. That's the house. Just showing you the one. That is the house. Darling little boy. Thank you, Dark Willow. We appreciate you. Yes, I'm in Cali too. Lots of houses by me. I'm in the Bay Area. Lots of houses. Now look at that house. That's what they're talking about. That is 2190 Forest Hills Drive. It looks to me like that was the address that he was at. And when you take a look at the map and you start to zoom out, you can see how long the driveways are and how, look at Forest Hill Road. Let me see if I keep going down the road and going down the road. I mean, there's just nothing, guys. He either came from where could he have gone? How far could he have walked? I don't know. You're in my favorite second place, San Diego, California. I love San Diego, California. All right. Well, let's see. I'm in the Bay Area, Jendi. I am in San Jose, California. So this kind of stuff is like, let me zoom out. I don't get down. I don't know anything about this kind of terrain. And when we go out to Napa, Napa's like my home away from home, but let me zoom out. Napa's my home away from home, and it still has more things going on than this. How do I zoom out here? Google Street. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. All right, back out. So there you go. None of the terrain that I have is anything like that. I guess Liam ran off with Jack and Lily. All right, so that's what we got today, guys. You can see here when you zoom out, keep an eye on the 2190 Forest Hill Drive. Take a look. The only bodies of water that I can see that are like really large that were close aren't that close. I see Reedy Creek back there. That's a possibility. Could he have gone back here to Reedy Creek? Could he have walking down here to Forest Hill Drive and off to Reedy Creek? There's 2190. They're not looking at the creek though, guys. They're not looking at the creek. They didn't say anything about the creek. They said about a pond that they're draining. All right. So that being said, little Liam has been missing. That's what he's last been seen in. We've found the parents. There's actively searching. If anybody has the vigil and wants to let me know, let me know. You're in Napa Valley in Palisade, Colorado. Oh, awesome. I got all my family in Colorado, right near Palisade and Grand Junction. So Dandelion, I'm right with you in Colorado, Grand Junction. Lots of family, love the place. He did mention the creek, but the news didn't mention the creek. They mentioned the pond. All right. So many people that I know with equipment are being denied. Interesting. Really, April? I know they're turning people away. Oh, the sheriff did mention the creek, but they didn't talk about search efforts. They talked about the pond, but the creek could be something that he went and drowned in. You're in Junction. You're in Grand Junction. Lots of people don't know about Grand Junction. I know about Grand Junction. All right, guys, this is what we want to do. We want to stay tuned. I absolutely do not see that they're having a vigil right now. If anybody sees that they're having a vigil, let me know. I would love to find this vigil, but I just don't have it. Let's see, vigil. I thought they were having a vigil tonight for Liam King. Hold on. Vigil honors Liam Payne. No, that's not who I want. All right. I do not see a vigil just yet, guys, for little Liam King. All right. So we're going to stay tuned on this together. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hitting that goal. We got 14 super chat, super sticker, Cash App, Venmo, all the fun stuff. 7 p.m. Oh, so it's 5:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which would mean that it's like almost 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock over there, guys. We're going to stay on this, guys. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Rose, good to see you. All the local folks. What country? What county? What county is this, guys? It's Asheboro, North Carolina. I don't know what county that is. I'm not from that area. But absolutely, Dandy Lice. I do come visit my family every year to 2 years. I'd love to see you. All right, Mama Sage, he's tiny and prayers are needed and wanted. Randolph, is that Randolph County? Everyone keep rocking. Thank you, guys. Love you. Get Randolph County, I guess. All right, guys. Much love to you and definitely prayers for Liam King. Love you, Mom. Love you with all my heart times infinity. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love all of you. Good night, Chris, Deb, Running Bear, everybody. Yeah, they only want professional searchers. So remember, tell the YouTubers they can help by bringing water and aiding in search efforts, but they don't want the search efforts to be people that don't know what they're doing, and they don't want evidence to be getting messed up. All right. Good night. Love you guys and stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. I will pop up if they do find him, and I'll let you know. Big hugs to you, Deb. Much love to you and Chris. Give Chris a big bear hug from Jay from Guilty of Crime. All right. Good night, all you lurkers and everybody else. You're very welcome. I'll see you guys soon. Good night. Mwah. Much love to you.
Guilty of Crime.
I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please share this video, like, and subscribe. You can also follow me over at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, or Gmail. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can use Cash App or Venmo or PayPal. Thank you very much in advance. Guilty of Crime.
Are you guilty of crime?